Hey mums and dads, saying no to our kids' constant requests to buy them stuff can be really difficult sometimes. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a letter I wrote and shared with my kids, explaining to them why parents will often need to say no. It can be so hard to say no to our kids' requests sometimes. As parents, we love to give our kids good things. We love to do fun stuff with them, but there are plenty of reasons why sometimes we just have to say no. Here is what I had to share with my kids on this topic. Hey kids, I just wanted to share with you a discussion that I'd had with some coaching clients of mine earlier this week, because I think it will give you some valuable insights into why parents will often have to say no. Now, I want you to know that Mum and I think that you guys are really good with this. But there have certainly been times where we've had to say no to things, not because we wanted to, but because it was the wise thing to do. So my client shared with me that they are struggling to say no to their 14-year-old daughter, who is regularly asking to buy her expensive brand name clothing. She has recently asked for a pair of Birkenstock boots that cost more than what her parents had allocated to her entire year's clothing budget. The reason her parents were struggling with saying no was because they knew they had chosen to send her to an expensive private school where she was surrounded by girls who took brand name clothing for granted every single day. While they are doing okay financially, my clients aren't wealthy. They have just worked and saved really hard to give their kids a private school education. They live to a tight budget and there's never much left over. The reality is they simply cannot afford to say yes to their daughter's requests, but they also understand how hard it can be for kids to fit in, and they don't want to feel like they're always saying no to her. Kids, I want you to know that this is a struggle that every parent faces on a regular basis. Your mum and I love to give you good things, to do fun things with you, but there are often times where we just have to say no. Sometimes we say no simply because it's not in the budget, and often we say no because it's not the right thing to do, or by saying yes, it would be harmful to you. In the case of my clients, regularly saying yes to their daughter's requests was not good for their budget, but nor was it good for their daughter's beliefs about money. Fortunately, as I will share with you in another letter, we did find a solution that was both good for my client and for their daughter. But for now, I want you to understand that where possible, we would rather always say yes. It's just not always the wise thing to do. Love, Dad. Okay, so mums and dads, there are three really important things that I would like you to take away from this letter and this video today. The first one is that being able to say no is an important skill as a parent. There are going to be plenty of reasons why we need to say no to our kids, not least of which money is finite. We don't have unlimited amounts of money, so therefore there are going to be plenty of times that we just simply need to say no to our kids' requests. And this is a really important thing that we can drum into them when they're young, that, hey kids, money is finite, so we need to make choices as to where our money is being spent. The second thing that I want you to get out of this is that whenever we say no, the no is so much more powerful and useful if we can explain why. So it is really important when we say no to our kids that we give them a reason why. And the third thing is to tell them that where we can, where it's possible, where it's right, we would always rather say yes to our kids. We love our kids, we want good things for them, and we want them to know that where it is right and where it is possible, we would always choose to say yes. And to continue following my journey as I teach my kids everything they need to know about money over the next 12 months, please click on the subscribe button, my left, your right, click on that button, and together we can teach our kids everything they need to know about money so they can live their lives, pursue their dreams free of money worries.